Welcome to French Solitaire. It's a game that I designed for mental alertness, mental exercise. It's like playing chess with cards. You deal out the cards like this, and you deal all of them out. Now, it's called French Solitaire because you can peek. Many times when you play solitaire, you spend all the time dealing out the cards, and this gives you a chance to figure out what moves to make so that you can play longer. And if you make the right move, you will win. If you make the wrong move, just like in chess, you'll lose. There are several options each time you play, and you have to figure out ahead of time what's the best option to play. And there are certain times when you can peek, of course. That's what you can do if you're in France. You can peek. And you play the cards from in suit and down. You move the cards, and then you play your aces up here, and you play them by suit up. So let's see if we have anything to play here. We have a 10 that we can play on the jack. That gives us an ace. Now we have to keep thinking what's coming up. Where is the 2? Where are the other aces? And you play until you can decide to peek. And you can peek if there's only one card here. You can flip it over and peek. Let's see, you can play the 2 on the 3 in order to get your ace out of here. And then you have to be careful because this kind of closes that off and you can't peek. But can we play another card here? Let's see, 3 on the... So many times, like in the last game, it was right in front of me and I didn't see it. Well, do you folks see anything I could play? Like an 8 on that, a 5, a 4, a 3. Well, let's peek. And peek the high card. All right? Because you're looking at first for low cards. All right, there we go. We picked up a 5 of hearts that we can play a 4 of hearts. And this is a critical move because it opens a space. And the more times you can open a space, the more likely you're going to win. Just follow this and you'll see. So what do we play there that will cause us to open a space? Here, it's very simple. You bring out your ace. All right. Let's see what can we play here to open another space. Well, let's either open a space or allow us to turn a card here because we've got to get these out of here because they're closing off that. Okay, here, let's try this. Let's do the 10. No, no, no. Let's do the 7. Let's do the... See, you got to figure it out, folks. Let's do the 4 in order to open the space for the 9. And where was I going to go with the... Jack? Yeah, I want to get to this if I can. The 2 and the 3, you see? So what can we play there to open a space? But we have to keep it open to get to this. We've got, let's see. Well, let's try it. I hate to put the king there. No, I don't want to put the king there because it closes this off kind of. So it may be all we can do. Well, let's take the leap and play the king there so that we can get the 2 and the 3. Flip a card, our next card, and that gets us nowhere. So we can peek here, but should we peek there? I guess so. Let's peek this card. 5 on there, but that closes it off. That closes it off, but I see now we can get by it. We got that over to there, and this to here. Get another card up. Does that help us much? Not much. Let's keep at it here just a moment. 5 and a 4 and a 4. No, let's see. Let's peek here this time. There we go. We got the 2, the 3, and there's our 4, and there's our 4 there. But we've got to get, now here's our 2. But does that help us by playing that over there? No, it doesn't. You play this over here, you close it off, and we don't have anything to play. So before we do that, let's play this for the 6 and see what comes up. Wasn't there a 5? Okay, there. We play this and close it off. Why? Because we can play these here. All right, we're doing pretty good. We can play the jack on the queen, but what does that give us? It opens a space. There we go. And opening the space is what we really want to keep open. Let's see. Now, we close the space? No, not quite. What we do is open another space. All right, we opened that space. We'll slide that over just to not forget that that's our space. And we can play this here, the 7, the 8 on the 9, but we don't pick up a space. We've got this 6, 7. Where do we go from there? We're kind of dead there. We'll drop. So let's try to use our heads. All right. Yeah. See? We could have done another thing, but I think that was a better thing to do. All right. Now where are we? We're at the 8. The 5. We got to get that ace up, so we got to open these. The 7. All right, where can we get that? If we could get this 5 up, I think we got to go into the deck and peek. All right, there's a 9. That's not a bad play. We've got the 3. The 2 opens that for what? Nothing. Got to be careful. This play the 2, we close it off. Before we play that, let's see what if we can peek. Okay, there's our 8. And here's our 9. We're doing fine. We got to get the ace up. We got to get the ace up. You knew we had that there. We got to get, let's try this and peek here. All right, this is, we can play that. Then there we go. We play this because we can open a space here. So we got to get to this stack here. Anything else that we can play before we open that stack up? 10 of hearts, no. So let's get this open. Now we can play face cards here because we're getting down into the game deep. See, our ace is buried in there somewhere. All right, what do? We get the 3. Where is it? Here we go. Let's try this. Why didn't I see that earlier? You got to tell me about these things, folks, because I'm a little slow at the switch sometimes. There's a queen. Opens up our 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Very good move. Now, we might win this game. Now, don't start bragging, Manhart. Okay, or we're going to lose it. Got to get the ace. Well, let's play this because that would open. I'm guessing here, folks. Queen. No. Okay, let's not bury that. Let's try to peek. There's a 9. Okay. And no 8. We know that what this is. It's a queen of diamonds, but we got to get the jack. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this and save that there. There we go. We got our ace. We got our 2. Got our 8. Open a space. Okay, go to your queen because, no, go to the 8 on the 9. We don't have to close off that space. We can use that card. 4 and your 3. So now we've got to get to that to start this. We've got to get to that other deuce. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay, I think we're going to play this out, folks, and this will be really unusual. You usually get to play out, maybe once out of 4 or 5 deals. So this is a good deal. Now here's something important. I'm going to play this. No, I'm going to leave this here because if I play this there, that closes this off permanently. You can't play into that. See, that's the rule. If you take all of the cards out of this pile, you close it off for good. So why not keep it there and turn this? You see? That's a very critical rule. 9. Looking for a 9. Okay, there's our king. Now you don't want to play this into that space because then you lose. If I play this, you're through there. You see? So you leave your king there. It's a good place to have kings. And you move this, and that gives you 2 spaces. So we're going to win this game. Glad you were here today, folks, because this is the whole bail. This is the whole ball of wax, winning the game. And it's because you got to think ahead. There's your king, your queen. Now we have to move this over to get to those last 2 cards. But don't jump the gun, because I've played this and gotten down to the last 2 cards to turn up and lose the game. Okay, open a space. You see? Open up all you can. Got it. Now you can easily play it out. There's our 3, and guess what's under? Oh, there's our 3 here. In fact, this we could play all the way up to the Jack, Queen, King. See, you've played out. There's your Jack. Here's your Queen, King. And your 4 all the way up to your King, and you're through. Thanks for joining us, folks. This was a great time. I'm going to have a beer over this one. because I've just won at French Solitaire.